It feels like what Pete Hegseth is doing is the United States version of the Night of the Long Knives. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I want to give a huge shout out to my old faithfuls, a huge shout out to my newbies. And if you come across this video and are not subscribed to the channel, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I'll be happy to have you. The Night of the Long Knives is related to, let me use my words carefully, the man with the mustache, the little mustache. It's a point in history where he gathered all of his top military personnel and he murked them all because of what he was getting ready to do over in Germany. If you've been paying attention to the news over the last 24, 48 hours, Pete Hegseth has been firing a lot of top military personnel. So that's why I'm saying that what is happening is the United States' version of the Night of the Long Knives. Pete Hegseth is getting rid of top military personnel, people who will stand in him and Donald Trump's way of consolidating power to do whatever it is that they are trying to do. And oh yeah, sorry, I'm throwing down in the kitchen, and the kitchen is right next to where I move my office/recording space. Anywho, over the past 24 to 48 hours, Pete Hegseth has fired 3 more top military people.
This one, though, at the Pentagon. Garrett Haake joins us now live from the White House. And Garrett, this involves the removal of the Army's top general in the midst of the war with Iran.
That's right, Tom. Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth has forced out the Army's chief of staff. 4 military officials tell NBC News. General Randy George had previously been a top advisor to Biden Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin. The officials say his ouster was not related to the Iran war. Meanwhile, the president posting video of this U.S. strike on a major bridge and threatening, quote, much more to follow if Iran's leaders refuse to make a deal. And Iran unleashing this strike on Israel. Also tonight, leaders from more than 40 countries met to discuss options for reopening the Strait of Hormuz after President Trump said last night it would, quote, open naturally at the war's end or could be seized by allies who depend on the oil that passes through it.
Now, the word on the curb is that a lot of these countries are moving around the United States and are working with Iran and making their own deals to be able to pass back and forth through the strait. I was just watching the Midas Touch, and Ben Marcellus mentioned that France has cut their own deal with Iran. Japan has cut their own deal with Iran to be able to move back and forth through the strait. And now the word on the curb is that the reason why Pete Hegseth is firing these top military personnel is because of racism. Pete does not want to promote black people in the military. He wants to move up white men only. And these military personnel that he has fired are refusing to go along with the program. That's one of the discussions that's happening out there. Another discussion is that he's getting rid of the top military personnel because they won't do what Pete Hegseth and Donald Trump want them to do when it comes down to attacking certain areas in Iran and putting boots on the ground. It's also being talked about how Pete Hegseth is very insecure in his position, so he's getting rid of people who could possibly take his place should Donald Trump get tired of his ass. Either way, with hearing how he is getting rid of all of the top military personnel, I immediately thought of the night of the long knives. The man with the little mustache went about it differently by murking all of them. Pete Hegseth, because there is a constitution to follow, Pete Hegseth, the only way he can get rid of them is by firing them. Y'all let me know your thoughts about what is going on. I saw a video where thousands of babies on a submarine ship, or not a submarine ship, it was one of those big ships, those big ships, and you zoom in on those little babies' faces, they are exactly that, babies going off to fight an illegal war. I'm telling you right now, if my son wouldn't be on that boat, he wouldn't be on that boat. I would be flying him the fuck out of here. He would be AWOL. Because, yeah, now you got all of these other MAGA nuts who are worried and concerned because the word is the draft age or the re-enlistment age has been upped to 42. And so all of these MAGA nuts who thought it would be, who were, moving around on vibes, who thought Donald Trump was funny and yeah, he's cool, and yeah, it was fun to rag on the Democrats. Now they're all concerned that their ass is going to get drafted. Yeah, they all missing Sleepy Joe now. They're all wishing that Kamala Harris was sitting in that seat now. Yeah. You see the clips of Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn and that dude Sneeko and Nick Fuentes. Yeah, they all missing Sleepy Joe now. They all can kiss my ass. My wide black ass, all of them can kiss it.